After 6 weeks of mismanagement and mayhem, the finale of Love Island South Africa is finally upon us. A series that started out with ramshackle production and as much diversity as corporate South Africa has finally turned into the most gripping reality TV series this side of the equator. Unlike Cyril's family meetings and alcohol bans, nothing has brought the country together as strongly as Love Island. SA Twitter banded together to slander Mnet and DSTV into hiring a decent production team and airlifting contestants into the house to improve racial diversity, proving once again that bullying works. We have a proudly South African series with beautiful young people making gloriously bad decisions, which is what reality TV is all about at the end of the day. We're down to our final four, so I wanted to do a breakdown of each couple standing in with a chance to win the R1 million prize and why they will or won't win. Here we go! First we have the favorites, Lebo and Limna to the cool kids. Timna entered the house on day one and it's easy to see her appeal. She's a chocolate drop. Beautiful skin, great personality, amazing body, her Instagram is pristine, and she has the country on her side. Lebo is also similarly attractive, having joined the house as part of the emergency BEE compliance from the production team. Before joining the house, he was known for thirst trapping on Twitter and he stayed true to form. Mans lives in PE, was born in Kings Williamstown, and wears sheepskin jackets all day. He couldn't be more of a Jan if the show was held at Cubana. Very few people 100% believe he's being sincere, with other contestants believing he's faking his way to the prize money, but at this point he's not put a foot wrong heading into the finale. Limna are the favorites because they've been together practically since day one. We're the first couple to be official, and the second couple to say the L word. More on that later. They're central and they've got the country on their side. Barring a Hillary Clinton-style collapse, they're a shoo-in for the title. Asad and Millie are second favorites for the crown, and two fellow originals joining Timna in the finale. Asad and Millie were coupled up with various partners throughout the series and have built their current relationship in the last week from the foundation of friendship. Asad is the attractive but feisty bad boy who's gone through 3 serious recouplings, including this one, but has broken it off each time because he didn't feel strongly enough about the other person. A lot of his saving grace comes from his forthright approach to ending things and an unwillingness to compromise, proving that dynamite does come in small, petite, portable, bite-sized, compact packages. Millie is the cool, tan, fun girl of the house, the sort of person you meet at a festival or at happy hour. She has questionable hygiene and habits, but it can't be denied that she, more than any other contestant, has embraced this experience. She's always open to every challenge and meeting new people if she's not involved with someone, which is where most of her support comes from. She was initially involved with Xavier and was in that couple which was the first to say I love you, which was great until he went full Brad Pitt and left her for another woman. Millie took it all in stride like the strong, light-skinned, white woman of color she is and has since landed with Asad. After initial friction with her usurper Mishka, they've grown to be friends/sister wives, and Millie even saved Xavier in the last recoupling because of their relationship. Asad and Millie are second favorites because it could be argued they're more popular individually than Lebo and Timna are as a couple. The streets are on their side. It's obvious the public supports people of color and there's no more color than in this relationship. Asad is also very short, so it's clear SA male voters are secure for them as he's representative of the population. What's standing in their way is how obvious it is that they're not that interested in one another, and this is despite them becoming official this week. They're friends who just happen to hook up from time to time, so a victory for them would be a victory for modern romance, but not in keeping with the ethos of the show. Mishka and Xavier were emergency airlifted into the house and have grown to form arguably the most attractive couple in the house. Xavier is a 6'5" burly bad boy and Mishka is an absolute worldie, a caramel delight worthy of the biggest stage. The pairing was just too obvious to ignore. They've gone from strength to strength and in another life would be the favorites, however it's unlikely because of how they came about. The problem with their coupling is how Xavier went about leaving Millie for Mishka. As opposed to pulling an Asad and breaking things off cleanly, Xavier pulled a Michael from Love Island UK. Pulling a Michael is when you disparage your current partner to whoever you can so that it seems like you're justified in moving on to the new person. Obviously, this wouldn't sit well with the house, let alone the public, because Millie has a very strong voting bloc of people who don't take kindly to gaslighting and dishonesty. Barely 3 business days prior to meeting Mishka, he was telling the world he loved Millie. Now suddenly they wouldn't work on the outside and he doesn't like her lifestyle. The public didn't take kindly to that, and as a result, they've been in the bottom coupling and at risk of elimination ever since. Likely to win through no fault of their own as a couple, but because the public clearly has not forgiven Xavier. They'll get some votes because, in all honesty, they're very strong as a couple and obviously very attractive, but it's a bridge too far in my opinion. Finally, we have Ross and Tanya, the most recent and least realistic couple. Both contestants came in during the course of the show and only coupled up this week, so it's unlikely they'll make it far. Tanya has a great body and personality and could be argued to have most fully embraced the experience outside of Millie. She's won several challenges and her personality and ability to mac have given her strong support online and in the house. Unfortunately, all the guys she's gone for have either not been interested or already coupled up with someone else. She's missed congeniality for sure and will probably go far outside the house. Ross is the young, sensitive musician who is very attractive in the Narco Season 3 kind of way. The soulful singer has a decent following because of his emotional approach to the competition. He made a move on him, but he was only interested in another girl who ended up getting voted out, which led to him crying, as in like real tears, in front of the nation. Tanya again saved him at the last recoupling, and they've since built a relationship on their emotional and personal connection. These two are least likely to win, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility for them to even come second. The problem is, besides them being the most recent couple, it's very obvious Ross isn't interested in Tanya. When he was single, he made it clear he wasn't keen even after she lunged him, and even now, he spent half the week trying to activate new gold Danae whenever she wasn't around. It's clear he's not interested despite what he says and which Drake lines he uses, so a victory here isn't on the cards. They could potentially come second because Tanya is very popular outside the house, but beyond that, they're dreaming. So there you have it, everything you need to know heading into the Love Island finale, who's worth voting for and why, and whether or not voting was worth your time. If you want to watch the series, it's available on DSTV Catch-Up. If you don't want to watch it but enjoy slander, you can head over to my Instagram for episode-to-episode commentary. Don't forget to tune in Sunday night on Mnet, DSTV Now, or just log on to Twitter. Please remember, South Africa is not a banana republic, so don't storm the capital if your couple loses, and have a great time. Thanks. Bye!